This little pod is cacao. Now, if you're not into chocolates, it may not look like much, but this pod almost saved the entire livelihood of this little city of San Fernando, Bicol.
Over 300,000 people lost their homes, and almost all the agriculture was destroyed.
One girl, though, made it her mission to do something about it.
Her name is Luis Mabulo, and this is MTV Generation Change.
Why cacao?
Everyone loves chocolate.
I love chocolate.
When we came to realize that we had to rebuild our livelihoods, cacao was one of the crops that were more resilient to storms.
So at 17 years old,
Yeah.
you started the Cacao Project.
Right.
That's so young. But how did you get into farming?
I got into farming when I was 14. I was quite young because I loved ideas of how I could make my own produce, make it farm to table. As young people, we have to realize that we are responsible for our future, and we're responsible for feeding ourselves in the future. I guess it was a stepping stone of wanting to change the image of farming to make it fashionable and cool.
What is for dinner tonight?
So tonight we're gonna have some roasted lechon and some fish with some sweet and sour sauce.
Tell me about the Cacao Project. How did it all begin?
On December of 2016, we were hit by Typhoon Nokten. Seeing the farmers, the urgency of the situation at the time, it was a devastating time. It felt hopeless, and we didn't have relief that could come in immediately to help us. So we had to take matters into our own hands. My inspiration for making the Cacao Project would have to be, well, my community.
Farmers.
The farmers.
Yeah.
It feels like a responsibility to do something to help them and alleviate their livelihoods.
Luis's model farm shows farmers how to properly grow and cultivate seedlings. Mostly cacao, but also short-term crops like chilies, okras, bananas, and papayas.
Nagulat po ba kayo kay Luis nung in-approach nyo kayo?
Opo, nagulat ako dahil matagal ko na itong ginagawa, matanda ako, siya bata. Mas nagulat ako dahil mas marami, sa tingin ko mas marami pa siyang alam kaysa sa akin.
Ano pong nabago sa buhay nyo ever since na nagsimula kayo dito sa Cacao Project?
Una, ang nabago sa buhay ko, natutunan ko magtanim ng kakao, lalo na sa mga training sa kakao. Yan po ang unang improve sa buhay namin. Saka mayroon kami pag-asa na mapaaral namin ang aming mga anak dahil sa kakao.
It's cool because I think this is like one of my first time again. Maybe I did this like back when I was high school, but then this is one of the first times I'm ever planting something again, or at least ever touching
Right, yeah.
soil. But
Brings
this
you
is fun.
closer to the earth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like it grounds me. It grounds me. It brings me closer to nature.
Right.
What Luis is doing is transforming the environment and improving lives and livelihoods across San Fernando, Bicol. Sustainable farming and fair trade practices were foreign ideas, but it's now becoming a way of life.
How old are you? You're 21.
I'm 21 now.
Do you think your young age is an advantage to promoting your advocacy?
Being young is a huge opportunity to show the world exactly how important youth are and what we can do to change the world. We all have so much opportunity in this day and age that it would be a waste to overlook our power in the world and what we can do. So really being young is an advantage to me. And you know, people are so impressed when you're a young person doing great things in the world. It kind of amplifies your impact.
To the Cacao Project and Luis. I was just so touched to hear the farmer stories, knowing that Luis has changed their life. Not a lot of people decide to help them, the farmers. And I'm just so glad that young people like Luis are leading the change.
We need to recognize that we're all responsible for the world around us. It's no longer enough to just scroll on social media and have opinions about the environment or of current issues. As the younger generation, the decisions we make today decide the kind of future that we will live in, which is why it's important that we take action as examples and as leaders of today and the future to make a real difference in the world. My name is Louise Mabulo, and this is MTV Generation Change.